In the heart of Elizabethan London, amidst the bustling streets and smoky taverns, there was a theatre like no other. The Rose Theatre was a place where dreams and desires came to life on stage. It was here that a young woman named Isabella would rise to fame, not just for her beauty, but for the power she wielded behind the scenes. Isabella was more than just an actress. She was a force of nature, with raven black hair that cascaded down her back and emerald green eyes that could pierce a man's soul. She captivated audiences and aristocrats alike. But it wasn't just her looks that set her apart. It was the way she could command the stage and the people around her. Among those who were captivated by Isabella was the Duke of Norfolk, a man of immense power and influence. He was mesmerized by her, not just by her beauty, but by the way she could hold an audience in the palm of her hand. The Duke became obsessed, sending her lavish gifts and attending every performance. But Isabella was not easily swayed by wealth or titles. Isabella knew the power she held over the Duke, and she used it to her advantage. Whispers of her influence began to spread through the court. She wasn't just an actress, she was becoming a player in the political games of the time. Those who once dismissed her as just another pretty face began to fear her. Despite her resistance, Isabella found herself drawn to the Duke. There was something intoxicating about the way he pursued her, and soon, what began as a game of power turned into a dangerous love affair. But this was no ordinary romance. It was filled with secrets, betrayals, and a struggle for control. But not everyone was pleased with Isabella's rise. Marjorie, a rival actress who had once been the star of the Rose Theatre, was consumed with jealousy. She vowed to take Isabella down, no matter the cost. Marjorie began to plot, spreading rumors and manipulating those who would listen. As the Duke's obsession with Isabella grew, so did the pressures of his position. He was torn between his love for Isabella and his duties to the crown. Marjorie seized this opportunity, convincing the Duke that Isabella was a danger to him, that her power over him would be his downfall. Betrayed by the Duke and outmaneuvered by Marjorie, Isabella's world began to crumble. The court turned against her, and even her adoring audience began to doubt her. In the end, Isabella found herself alone, cast out from the theater she once ruled. But Isabella was not one to go quietly. In a final act of defiance, she returned to the Rose Theatre for one last performance. It was a night that would go down in history. Her final bow, where she reminded everyone of the power she still held, if only for a moment. Isabella's story became a legend, a cautionary tale of love, power, and the dangers of ambition. Though she fell from grace, her name would be remembered for generations as the Temptress of the Elizabethan theatre, a woman who played the game of power and lost, but did so with unmatched style and passion.